Hey, hey, beautiful collective. Welcome to the channel. Sit with me, Tarot. All right, so I need to get out of that karmic energy. Hopefully, we can get out. Hopefully, the karmic doesn't try to pop their energy into this reading because I want this to be a conversation between divine feminine and divine masculine. All right, so what we're gonna do is just try to keep it just as a flow of conversation between you guys and just kind of see where spirit takes this. um, yeah, I feel like you guys are being prepared for union. I truly, I mean, I feel it strongly. You guys are about to come into union. Let's see what we got here. Oh my gosh, look what I opened the deck to. Literally, I just opened the deck. Twin flames. So, yes, yin and yang, balance, union, duality, coupling, complementing each other. Wow, thank you for that, spirit. So, yes, okay, so y'all are about to come into union, but hey, you're working out the kinks. There's still some karmic energy in the mix. I mean, I've been picking it up the last couple readings, so there's obviously a karmic energy that's in the mix, but we're not going to make this about the karmic, you guys. We're going to make it about you and your masculine. So take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? Thanks for being here. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you can get notified whenever new energies come in, when we can tap into, hopefully we can tap into your energy if this doesn't resonate, but hopefully this will, because we are a collective. And a lot of the times, I know we mirror each other, we resonate with each other, so let's just go ahead and jump in, y'all. Take what you can. All right, I've already prayed over the decks, but what I'm going to do before we get into the actual conversation, I want to, look, confessions are on the bottom. I want to see where the masculine energy is and where the feminine energy is currently, okay? Then we're going to pull in some conversation between y'all. Ooh, an earth sign trying to come out. Anyways, cycles. Yeah, so the karmic, before we get in, I'm sorry, I know we're not, the karmic could be an earth sign that there's some cycles that are coming to a close with, is what Spirit's telling me. So there's an earth sign karmic out there who is, there's the cycle's coming to an end, okay? But where's the masculine energy in regards to the divine feminine, or in his own life? Caution, he's holding back from you right now, divine feminine. He's healing his heart. He's trying to find out more information, okay? He's being cautious when it comes to you, okay? Yeah, because he's closing down that cycle with this karmic energy. Where's the divine feminine? Where's the divine feminine right now in the energy? Where's the divine feminine? You're looking at the masculine as a narcissist. You're like, this masculine is so narcissistic. He's so full of himself. Yeah, over there dealing with this karmic cycle. That's what I'm hearing. You're like, you know what? I don't know. You're in this energy of looking at your masculine, looking at some kind of narcissistic energy involving your masculine, okay? Let's get to the conversation and just see a little bit more about why you're looking at the masculine as a narcissist. Masculine, how do you want to start this conversation with your divine feminine, please? Okay. I want to be real with you. Don't hurt me. That's why he's cautious. Okay, he knows you're looking at him like he's a narcissist. Okay, he's afraid to open up to you. You are everything I have ever wanted. I feel like I've messed it up. I'm not sure how to fix it. Okay, that's on the bottom. Let's see. So he's afraid that you're gonna, basically, I feel like this masculine hurt you, feminine, and he's afraid that, you know, you're gonna hurt him because he would do that, right? He's afraid you're going to hurt him the way he hurt you, but that's something that he would do in narcissistic energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not who you are. But that's why he's being cautious and he's telling you, don't hurt me. I know I hurt you, and it's like, because of the way he hurt you, he expects you to pay him back in kind. And that's not you, though, right? Like, but that's what he's thinking. It's almost like this masculine is afraid because he's like, you hold power in this relationship. He feels like that. I don't feel like you think that you hold power in the connection now, but that's what he's thinking. Because you have this ability to hurt him. And if you did, it would be well deserved, I'm hearing, because of whatever he's done to you, right? Because he wasn't real with you. Okay, what do you want to say to the masculine? Let's see. I don't like this keeps coming up, feminines, man, these masculines, they hurt us bad. This has come up in almost every single reading. It says, I don't like the way we left things. So many things unsaid, so many things misconstrued. Our ending caused me a lot of pain because it didn't even feel like an ending, just pain. Yeah, that's why you're looking at him as a narcissist, because he hurt you deeply. Oh Lord. And he knows he hurt you too, feminine. He absolutely knows it. That's why he's being cautious, okay? Yeah, and you're asking him on the bottom, you're like, are you going to stay away forever? I need communication. That's what you're telling him, okay? So before we move on, feminine, because this card keeps coming up, let's pull a healing card for you, divine feminine. Okay, what is spirit? How are you going to overcome this energy? Ooh, avoidance. Right now, okay. You can't avoid the pain, I'm hearing. Own the pain. It says sometimes okay, be cautious, feminine. This is what spirit wants you to pay attention to, okay? This is why this masculine was allowed to bring you to that much pain, because spirit needed you to look at this aspect of yourself, right? This may be something that you tend to do as like your defense mechanism when it comes to dealing with pain in your life. So let me read it to you and just take it how it resonates for you. But it says, avoidance. Sometimes I avoid examining my emotions. I avoid unpleasant conversations. I avoid conflict and confrontations. So, right? You just kind of shut down, put your boundaries up, block the numbers, things like that, right? Like, yeah. But here's the healing. It says the elephant in the room is too big and cumbersome to sweep under the rug. Even if you manage to get it under there and cover it up, it's still there. Examine why you feel uncomfortable being forthright and forthcoming with your feelings and emotions. You may have to dig deep to find this answer, but delving and discovering will help you to empower yourself. It will also help bring you into a state of grace. So, this masculine, yes, he hurt you. And I know that whatever happened with you guys, there's just so many things left up in the air, right? It could have been an ending you wasn't expecting, or it didn't even feel like an ending. It's like this masculine was there one day and gone the next, right? Something painful happened, and it just happened quickly, I'm seeing. But this happened in that way because remember, your twin, the things we trigger each other in is to push us within, so that we face the things within ourselves that we need to pay attention to, that we've been ignoring or running from or avoiding, right? So it happened this way because spirit needs you to deal with your emotions, not to just push them down and just keep moving forward, right? Keep moving to the next thing, right? It's like I know me personally, I used to consider that being strong, right? Strength to go through something hard and still get up the next day and get through life, right? And try not to focus on what happened or the pain of it, and it's the way to deal with it. But it wasn't really dealing with it. It was just putting a band-aid on it, right? The pain's still deep within you. The pain's still in there until you dig deep into it, until you cry over it or get angry about it, or confront what needs to be confronted about whatever it is, right? And so I feel like that's why this ended with you and this masculine in the way that it did, okay? So that you would finally quit avoiding your emotions, is what they're saying. So there is a higher purpose to the way things went. And yes, you're looking at this masculine as narcissistic, and he probably has been. But, we do all tend to hold narcissistic energy at times in our lives. I mean, we're all human, okay? But I feel like spirit wants you to examine your emotions and confront how you're feeling. And by you doing that, I feel like that's gonna bring you peace. When you're able to confront your emotions and just see it for what it is, accept it for what it is. If you're hurt, say I'm hurt. allow yourself to be hurt. You don't have to always be strong and tough. You know, it's okay to let someone see you cry. It's okay to be vulnerable and let this masculine know that, you know, you hurt me. And that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing all day in all these readings. That's what you've been doing with this card. If this masculine's watching, trust me, he knows that he hurt. He knows already, Spirit's saying. He knows he hurt you, okay? Is what Spirit's saying. It's okay to be angry, feminine. I feel like you digging into your emotions, you're going to figure out that you're really angry. You're not hurt. You're hurt, yes, but I think it's mostly anger. Okay, anger at the confusion. Anger at the fact that this masculine wasn't being authentic with you when you've been authentic with him. Anger that this masculine held himself back, that he's been cautious with you. Just anger, I'm hearing. You know, you're just angry. Let's read that. It says, I feel angry at my twin, angry at myself, and angry at the universe for sending me this connection. Maybe you're questioning this connection. Maybe you've asked God why. I thought, you know, me personally, y'all, when I first started this journey, I was like, oh, my twin flame. We think of soulmates as like someone that's going to come in and our life's going to be happily ever after, right? Like he's our Prince Charming and this. No, that's not what Spirit's been showing me, okay? That's not it. And I was I was living in a fantasy world, and it's a fantasy, and that's not normal. It's not human. Right? It's not human nature, right? Yes, they are our other half, and the love is intense and beautiful and rare when you have a twin flame, but it's also very triggering and it's intense, right? So, you know, maybe you've been asking God and angry, like, why can't I have that fairy tale love story, right? You can, feminine, but it's a process to get there. Okay, it's a process. It's a process to find the balance between the two. It's a process to find the healing. It's a process to love each other through the triggers. It's a process to wake up. Doesn't, you know, it's okay to be angry at the process, but you're still, you can't avoid the process. You can't avoid your emotions, and you can't, you know, you can't avoid the process, right? But anyways, it's okay to be angry. Here's the healing for this anger. It says, first of all, know that it is okay to feel angry. Feel your feelings, but then ask yourself why you are so angry. If you're feeling anger about this, then you aren't realizing or embracing the great gift of this high-level connection. You're expecting it to show up in a way that you want it to show up, thus completely missing the opportunity for immense soul growth and expansion. If you can bring yourself into a place of gratitude and focus there, you will find yourself able to move forward in a positive manner. Open your heart, mind, and spirit to infinite possibilities, and so it shall be. So focus on gratitude, even through the tough times. You know, this masculine, there's been good and bad times, right? Even though you're looking at him as a narcissist at this moment, there was a time that you saw him as the love of your life. There was a time that you guys were in that energy of best friends. And you still are all of those things. You know, if you're everything you are in the negative energy and everything you are in the positive energy, though you are. All of those things you are. Okay? But Spirit wants you to focus on you know, examining your anger, confronting that anger, and you know, realize that this connection's more than just a fairy tale, and it's not going to be exactly what you want it to be. It's not that fairy tale Prince Charming thing, right? But what it is, however it is, it's God's plan for you. It's for your highest good. It's for your masculine's highest good. It's for your spirit, your soul. And so it's better than the fairy tale if you really think about it, you know? But anyways, let's keep going. Let's talk to the masculine real quick about, him not being able to be authentic, basically. It stems from him trying to guard his heart too, right? So don't hurt me, he's saying. I want to be real with you, but he's being cautious. Yeah, he's arrogant. Spirit's saying he's arrogant, so he runs away. We got arrogance and running away. Let's read. Look, transformation feels like death to this masculine on the bottom. I don't know how to ascend or break through any of this. So we're going to read 3 for the masculine. Then we're going to finish y'all's conversation. All right, so this masculine's been very arrogant when it comes to you, when it comes to this connection, when it comes to the power dynamic of this connection. He wants all the power. That's why he's kind of staying cautious with you, because now he feels like you hold the power. But see, he misused the power. Right? It was an illusion that he held it, but he thought he held all the power in this connection, and he misused it. And now he expects you to do the same for him, or because he did that to you, right? But Spirit's saying he's being arrogant. So this one says, I realize I sometimes come off as arrogant or indifferent, which means you don't care. I don't mean it that way. It's a defense mechanism. Here's the healing. Arrogance is often a cover, cloak, and shield for insecurity. It is the ego protecting itself, and in that process, blocking itself from love. But what's missing here is empathy. Before speaking, ask yourself how you would feel if someone said whatever it is you are about to speak. Start the healing by becoming aware of and caring about the impact your words have on others. So he's probably thinking deeply about the last conversation y'all had, Divine Feminine, and how, how harsh he may have been with you. Okay, he said some really hurtful things to you last time y'all spoke, I'm hearing. When he was running away, I'm hearing. Okay, so when he was running away, he was very arrogant, but it was a defense mechanism. He was very insecure. He was hurt. It was just, it was his ego self-protecting itself. And so Spirit's bringing him an awareness about that part of himself at this time, okay? So when he ran away, right, something happened quickly. He ran away. It says, I felt confused and overwhelmed by emotions, mine and yours. So I ran. Here's the healing process. Running away is a child's game. Realize you are only running away from yourself. Even if you close and cover your own eyes, you aren't invisible. Other people can still see you there. Gather your courage and face whatever fears you have straight in the face. Conquer yourself. This opens the pathway to Divine Feminine and to union. So masculine's got to quit running away. He's going to have to face his emotions too. You're both having to look at your emotions. Examine your emotions. No more you avoid them, feminine, by kind of shutting down, and then he avoids them by running away. So you don't speak up sometimes. You don't confront certain situations. Right, when you wish you would have, or you should have, you avoided confronting him on certain things, and you just pushed it down, right? When you do confront, maybe that's why you avoided, though, because when you do confront him, he runs away, so he don't have to feel them. So you're both mirroring each other in that way when it comes to having to look at your emotions. Then the one on the bottom for masculine says, transformation feels like death. I don't know how to ascend or break through any of this. Here's the healing. There is no death. There is only transformation of energy from the lower into the higher. Ascension and breakthrough require a balance between the feminine and masculine energy. Accomplish this by staying grounded and centered and in touch with yourself. Balance, clear, and connect each chakra one to the other. Rather than suppressing your energies or one side of yourself, come into awareness and acceptance of your whole self. Be willing to step up and into the Divine Masculine energies. The Divine Masculine is never the victim or the villain, but rather always the hero in some way, shape, or form. Maybe feminine, you need to realize that last part too. I know I can. I need to remember this, just like for you. You know, we're not victims and we're not villains. We're souls expanding, growing, learning to love ourselves, learning to love one another, learning about the true nature of the universe. And we learn that through one another, right? So really, no matter if we feel like we're victimizing one another, or we feel like we're each other's villain, the truth of the matter is we're actually each other's hero. This masculine's your hero, you're his, because you're showing each other the truth. You're pushing each other into the healing, into the truth, into ascension. So really, you're each other's healers. You're each other's heroes and healers. Okay, that's what Spirit wants you to know here. All right, so let's see what else we can say for the conversation here. Let me give that a shuffle. All right, masculine, what else do you want to say to this divine feminine? That was quick. I know I caused... Okay, so you're telling him you caused me a lot of pain, and his answer is, I know I caused you pain, and I caused myself pain too. I didn't mean to, really. I just didn't know what else to do. And now I don't know how to repair the damage. Is this even fixable? So that's why he's cautious too, feminine, because he feels like he went too far with you. He hurt himself too, though. You're not the only one hurting, is basically what he wants you to know. He's hurting too. Let's see what you want to say to him. Is it fixable? Feminine, is it fixable? What do you want to say about that? Is it fixable, divine feminine? Okay, we got one. Oh gosh. I would love to see you again. Feel your arms around me again. Hold each other again. Can we reconcile? Yeah, it's fixable, feminine saying. I'm waiting on you. She's like, heck yeah, I would love to have you by my side again. Wow. And then on the bottom it says, are you going to stay away forever? I need communication. On the bottom of his says, love has always been a game to me. It seems safer that way. It's a control issue, which is that power struggle I was feeling. It wasn't a game with you. It was real. I'm sorry I didn't let you know that. Wow, you guys are about to come into union. I'm telling you, there's a major healing coming for you two, and I love it. Okay, so let's add. Y'all just bear with me. I'm enjoying this reading. So we're gonna get some conversation, but we're gonna try to get some healing for the conversation. I want y'all to leave this reading encouraged, hopeful, seeing through the illusions, seeing through your pain, right? I want, this is your preparation for your union. You want your union, it takes work, and so I'm going to add little layers that I think are going to help you guys along. So let's just see what Spirit wants to say to the masculine next in regards to, this pain that he caused both of you guys. Oh, yeah, Spirit's like, you, masculine, you're being so hard on yourself. You both were triggering one another. Okay, triggering. It says, old wounds I thought I had buried suddenly came to the surface, unsettling me, and I blamed you. Here's the healing. Triggering is part of the twin flame journey. This is not about hurting one another. It is about the up and out energetics of deep healing. No one can trigger you quite like your twin. When triggered, first try to stay in your center. There is great power in not allowing oneself to be taken off center. Instead of getting angry or engulfed in a wounded ego, ask yourself, what is this really about? Delve deeply into the trigger like a wave and discover where it originated from. Make friends with that wave. Face it, move into it, and ride with it rather than against it. What was said or done to trigger you, and why do you feel the way you do? Connect the dots. And then we got this one. Stability, courage, and strength. So he was afraid of some kind of, I don't know, maybe he felt like you didn't see him as your divine masculine, I heard, feminine. Maybe he felt like he should have been offering more stability to the connection. I don't know. But anyways, it says, at times I get immobilized by fear of making the wrong decision. So I stick with what I know instead of following my heart or my intuition. Here's the healing. We all want safety and stability in our material world. It takes courage to embark upon a new path. Sometimes on your journey, you encounter obstacles, or your life takes a totally different turn from whatever you were anticipating or wherever you were trying to go. Nothing is insurmountable, nothing. And everything is for a reason. Strength and courage are available now from the ancestors, the ancient ones. Gather strength, move forward with faith, trust, and courage, and you will get to the position of stability you seek without getting in your own way and making things harder than they need to be. Okay? So that was for the masculine. All right, feminine. I don't know. Do we need to add anything? I don't think we need to add a healing card to you saying, can we reconcile? But let me just add something and see. Spirit, is there anything we can add to that, or you want me to move to the next one? They're telling me to move to the next one. Okay. All right, so let's see. What else does the masculine want to say? Masculine, what do you want to say? On the next conversation, guys, after this video, I'll start with the feminine starting the conversation, and we'll go from there, okay? This time we started masculine, starting the conversation, but next time I want to start with the feminine, they're telling me. So we're going to flip and flop it and, tweak the things a little bit. But anyways, what is this masculine? What else does he want to say to his feminine, please? Okay, you got 2. That one we already read, where love has always been a game to him. It says, love has always been a game to me. It seems safer that way. It's a control issue. It wasn't a game with you. It was real. I'm sorry I didn't let you know. He really, really wants to apologize. I feel like this masculine made you feel like you weren't the one, possibly, or like you were an option, or, he just wasn't very present in the connection a lot of the times, okay? Oh my gosh, he's sweating right now, though. He's like, it says, I know you have other choices. I know this. I do too. But no one else even comes close to you. I want you. Do you still want me? Wow, he's really, really like all up in your energy, feminine. It's because he sees you move. He thinks you're moving on. You probably feel like he's moving on too. Let's see what you got to say, feminine. What do you want to say to that, feminine? Got this options and moving on. Do you still want him? Yeah, you do. You already said that. Okay, you're saying, I feel like I need to move away from this, at least for now. Sometimes distance is good for contemplation and reflection. You would love to see this. I feel like feminine, you're conflicted, right? It's because you're telling him, I would love to see you. I want to feel your arms around me again. But then, when he's coming and he's like, do you still want me? You do, but you feel like it's safer to keep the distance between y'all right now, because I feel like you're taking this time for you, for contemplation and reflection, right? But yeah, you're sending mixed signals, feminine, though, because on the bottom it says, are you going to stay away from me forever? I need communication. I feel like this is what's up, feminine. You're back and forth with it because you haven't communicated and you don't know how he's feeling. Telepathically, energetically, on a soul level, yes, but there's not been the communication. So it's like 1 minute you're like, I want to see you, I want to feel you, and and then the next minute I feel like you're doubting this connection. It's because you're avoiding the anger. I don't know, and you're like, well, maybe it's better that we don't talk. Maybe it's better that there's distance between us, right? But that's when you're in like this deep reflection, contemplation, and that's stemming from your own insecurity, Spirit's telling me. So let's pull a card on that for you. Let's see what Spirit wants to say about that for you, Divine Feminine. This back and forth energy that you're in with this masculine. Yeah, it's vulnerable. This is teaching you about being vulnerable, feminine. It says, I'm afraid to open my heart. I am afraid to open myself up to this intense connection. It's like you want this, but then you're afraid of it, okay? Because of what's happened between you guys. You're still kind of holding on to that anger that Spirit wants you to look at. And then once you deal with that anger, you're going to find peace and grace, and you're going to open up, and you're going to be ready to be vulnerable. Here's the healing. No one wants to get hurt. No one wants to feel pain. But these emotions are part of life here, just as surely as happiness and joy are as well. If no one in the connection opens themselves up to being vulnerable, if no one opens their heart, the connection cannot grow in any direction. Being vulnerable is not weak, it is strength. Sometimes you just need to take a chance and allow it to take you wherever it does. At the core, examine any issues you have around rejection and remember that you are love. You are love itself, feminine, and you love this masculine. You know, when you're going back and forth, instead of going back and forth, just instead of looking at, feel the pain, look at the pain, don't avoid the pain, be angry, confront it, own it. But the truth of the matter is you love your masculine, and no amount of pain triggers. I mean, this is your twin. There's nothing that's gonna deplete that love that you have for this masculine. And that's the truth. That's the truth of the matter. Right? So I feel like Spirit's saying, instead of, when you're contemplating and reflecting, instead of just reflecting on the loss, on the pain, when you feel yourself wavering back and forth, I want him, I don't want him, Spirit's telling you to remember the love. Remember that you are love. And this masculine, the things that y'all went through that caused you pain is not a reflection of the love y'all share. It's truly not. It's all his own inner stuff, just like your stuff is your own inner stuff, and you're just kind of bouncing it off of one another, and that's causing the cycle between y'all, the pain and the things unsaid, right? But it's really what it comes down to is what's going on within self. Right? But the love between you guys is intense, it's real, it's divine. And so right now, remember the love that you share, but remember that you are whole and loved within yourself, with or without the circumstances of this, what's going on in this connection with you and the masculine. Become whole within yourself. Then when you guys go through these things, these situations, the triggerings, right? It's not, it's not going to take you to that level of pain ever again that you're afraid to face, right? That's why you're afraid to be vulnerable, because you don't want to feel that again. But you only felt that in the first place because you were avoiding a confrontation. You're avoiding, it's like not just, avoiding confronting something within yourself even that, felt like your degree of being lovable or your degree of fulfillment only comes from what this masculine was giving you, and that's not the truth, right? You can be vulnerable and have your heart open to this masculine because the love you have within you. Not from what you're getting from him, or not getting from him. It's because of what you hold within yourself. That's what makes you divine feminine. Right? It says if no one opens their heart, then this connection won't grow in any direction. But that's why you're the divine feminine. Because you come with an open heart. You come with the strength to take the pain, but to keep your love alive, to keep your heart open, to go deeper than the triggers. You're divine feminine, right? Yeah, you can set boundaries and not barriers. That's what makes you divine feminine. Let's read that one. I feel like when I make a boundary, my twin runs or people don't like me. Boundaries are healthy. Barriers get created from fear. Get this verbiage in your vocabulary. I am willing and I am not willing. It is more than acceptable to have and make healthy boundaries. It is necessary. Get very clear on what you are willing or not willing to do. Then be okay with whatever that is. Feel that alignment deep within your soul. and do not make yourself responsible for the actions or the non-actions or the choices of others. That's what I was just explaining, literally. That's exactly what I was trying to explain. I love spirit so much, y'all. Tell me that this ain't spirit guided. Like, if people watch tarot and they think, oh, it's just cards on words, and no. I'm sitting here speaking, hearing, channeling these things, and then it literally coincides with what comes out next, or I have no doubt about spirit and spiritual guidance. No doubt about my gifts, because just of the way things are revealed to me, you guys. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful process, okay? You and this masculine share a lot of memories, and they weren't all bad, I'm hearing. Okay? You've had good times and you've had bad times, but that doesn't change the love you share between you. Nor should it, okay? Circumstances, if circumstances could change the love y'all share, the connection, the soul level connection of the representation of that, which is the love, right? If that could be changed, then it wouldn't be unconditional love. It wouldn't be divine love. It would be karmic, right? And you guys aren't karmic. You go through karmic cycles with one another and with others, but on a soul level, you're twin flames. So it's a divine love that can't be broken. I don't care what happens. What does the masculine want to say? We're about to end this. What does the masculine want to say? I have deep regrets for the way we parted. I didn't want to go our separate ways, but it seemed the best at the time. And I thought you would chase me. I'm sad. This masculine thought you was going to come running after him. Okay? He thought you guys would keep the runner-chaser dynamic going on, and it would give him power it was all about him having power over the connection, right? Him feeling like, like he said, he looks at love as a game. It was part of the game for him, and it didn't happen that way. So now he's being forced to do the work, okay? And he has a lot of regrets about the way that y'all parted, the pain that he caused you, the ending that y'all had. He didn't want to go y'all separate ways, but I feel like, Spirit forced it, honestly, on both sides of the equation here. Okay? Look. And this is why it had to happen that way. And he knows it, and you know it too. It says the balance of male and female energies was off. I realize this, and I regret it. I know I have to make a decision. I have intentions to reach out to you, and then I stop myself. I don't know I don't know why. Sometimes I just feel frozen. And I'm not sure what your reaction will be. Will you reject me? Are you mad at me still? Let's see Divine Feminine's answers to each one of these cards, okay? Feminine. So what do you want to say about this one? I have deep regrets for the way we parted. I mean, you already said what you got to say. You didn't like the way y'all parted. It hurt you deeply. But what else do you want to say about that? He thought it was best y'all went your separate ways, and he thought you were going to chase him. He's sad that you didn't chase him, but he knows the reason why. Oh, that's your deck. Hold on. The reason why he ran, though, the reason why he left and wanted you to chase him is he wanted you to surrender to him. I want you to surrender to me. You are mine. He wanted you to believe that he was never going to hurt you again. He wanted you to accept his broken and empty words, right? He wanted you to accept him and his karmic energies, and you weren't going to do that. Okay, that's why he left, and he thought it was best. That was the best way to have power over the connection. He thought you were going to run after him, but you didn't. What do you got to say about that, Feminine? Sorry, that was his deck. I guess I needed to do that because you needed to have that extra level of to what his thinking was at the time. What was his ego reason for it, his egoic reason for what happened. But what do you want to say about it, Feminine? We are divine counterparts. This connection is deep. This is a soul connection. I know it. Do you? You're like, I don't need to chase you, masculine. You're already mine, and you don't need to have power over me. I don't need to surrender to you because I'm already yours. We're divine counterparts. This is a deep soul connection. I already know this. Do you know this? You're still running out of that triggering karmic, you run away when you get triggered. You run away when I try to set boundaries. How am I supposed to be vulnerable with you when all you do is run away and not face the issues? You try to hide them and put them under the rug, and when I confront you, you run away because you don't want to deal with your shame. You don't want to deal with your emotions. We're counterparts. You can't, you can't run forever, masculine. You can't avoid these things forever. Anyways, I feel your frustration in this energy, divine feminine, but you're like, duh. It's like this duh energy, like, duh. What did you think was going to happen, masculine, when you ran away, when you left the way you left? Anyways, what do you want to say? So he's saying the balance of male and female energies was off. He realizes this and he regrets it. This masculine's in a lot of regret. I picked that up earlier. But what do you want to say about that, feminine? What does feminine want to say about that? All I wanted was more stability. That's it. To know that I could count on you would build trust in a big way. That's why it was off, because you couldn't trust him, feminine. The energy was out of balance. Whatever reason it may have been, okay? All you wanted was balanced energy with this masculine, but he felt like you were on the attack, okay? He felt like, you were the karmic at times, I'm hearing, because you couldn't trust him. But it was because you were reading the situation from an energetic perspective, not just with your eyes. You know what I'm saying? And you knew this energy was out of balance. He regrets that the energy was out of balance, and it affected your ability to trust him. It had you just wanted the energy stabilized, feminine. That's what you're saying. All I wanted was this energy to be stable. That's it. To know I could count on you, and that would have built the trust between us in a big way. Okay, masculine? The last one says, so he has to make a decision. He has intentions to reach out, but he keeps stopping himself. He doesn't know what to say. He feels frozen. He doesn't know, are you going to reject him? Are you still mad at him? You probably still are, feminine, but I think you're dealing with it. Okay, you're saying we both walked away from something that could have been wonderful. Was wonderful. I'm so sad. Y'all are both sad. He's sad. Where does it say? Yeah, he's sad. He has deep regrets for leaving, the way he left things. And you walked away from him too. I feel like you didn't chase him, he didn't chase you. Y'all ended the runner-chaser dynamic, which is good, okay? But you're both sad. You both have been sad ever since this ended. On the bottom, your says, I feel such passion for you, even after all this time. I want to show you. Please come home. Wow. Feminine, I feel like you're opening up. Maybe you were closed down to this masculine. You've been afraid to be vulnerable, but you're healing. You stopped avoiding your emotions. You stopped avoiding your anger, feminine. You're just waiting for him to reach out, basically, with the right energy, with a balanced energy. Maybe he's reached out, but he was still out of balance, so you were still shut down. But when he reaches out with balanced energy, you're going to be ready for him to come home. And home is wherever you are, right? Yeah, I just opened this. It says, I feel brokenhearted because we aren't together, but I will not be a victim to this situation. I'm standing in my power with or without you, masculine, is what you're telling him. You're standing strong, feminine. What's he got to say about that? I want to rush in and sweep you off of your feet and show you how I feel. Sometimes that urge is so overwhelming. Can you feel it? Would you welcome me home? Yeah, masculine. She just told you to come home. Right? She just said, come home. I'm waiting for you to come home. And he's just like, well, I wonder if I can go home. Right? He wants to come in. But he's got to come right. He's got to come balanced. He really does. Doesn't mean you guys aren't going to have issues moving forward. You're still going to work through, your healing process, but you're going to have more maturity. You guys are going to be doing it both with spiritual vision. Okay? moving forward when you come into this union. You're going to still trigger each other. It's not going to be a fairy tale. You're still going to, have times where you're going to have to balance out the feminine and masculine energy between you guys, where you're going to have to be vulnerable to one another, right? Where you're going to feel insecure, but you're going to have spiritual maturity, spiritual eyes to be able to work through it once y'all come into this union, is what I'm seeing. So this is really beautiful, feminine. All of this hard stuff y'all have been through, all of this hard work, all of this pain, all of this running back and forth that y'all have gone through, it's going to end. I mean, it's not going to be the fairy tale you wanted it, the knight in shining armor type energy, but it's going to be better. It's not going to be the fairy tale in that way. There's still going to be ups and there's still going to be downs. But you're both going to be home. You're both going to be home, I'm hearing. So this cycle is going to come to an end. Yeah, this karmic cycle is ending. There's something new beginning between you guys. Yeah, you're about to be, look what's on, look, at honeymoon. You're about to be in your honeymoon phase. Okay? It says attending someone's wedding. This is y'all's spiritual wedding, I'm hearing, in the ethers. Y'all could already be married, or you don't have to be, but there's a spiritual wedding that's about to be attended by your ancestors, and it's yours. It's your divine union. So what else do you want to say about this connection with this feminine and masculine? Okay, there's an air sign involved, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that's coming up. So I don't know where the air sign falls into place here. What else? Let me see about the air sign real quick. Feminine, what do you want to say about the air sign? What are you saying about the air sign? Ooh. Okay, it says, I find myself going around and round in my head about you. I don't want to keep doing that. It's not healthy. Sometimes I miss you so much it physically hurts. I feel you gone and it hurts, but you're never really gone, are you? What does masculine want to say about the air sign energy? Masculine, what do you want to say about the air sign energy, please? I am genuinely happy when I'm with you. I know we could have it all. I do want that with you. I see you as free-spirited and exciting. I love that you are strong and independent. Alright, so you could be dealing with an air sign. It could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node placement air sign. Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, okay? So, either one of y'all could be that placement. I know I'm Libra, Venus, so personally, that's my placement for air sign. So, figure out where your air sign placement is and figure out, how this relates to what Spirit's trying to tell you here. But what else, Spirit? What else do you want to say? Yeah, communication. You guys are going to compromise, forgive, and work this out, is what Spirit's saying. Spirit's encouraging you guys to communicate. Where y'all haven't been communicating, Spirit's encouraging you to communicate so you can talk, so you can compromise and forgive and work this out, so you can have your spiritual wedding. You're coming home. It's time to come home to the true nature of the world, the true nature of the divine, the true nature, the truth, I'm hearing. It's time to step out of the matrix and into the divinity, into heaven with one another, into home. Okay, there's a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. What do you want to say about the water? Oh, we got liar on the bottom. What is water sign? How's water sign playing into this for the feminine? I feel brokenhearted because we aren't together, but I will not be a victim to this situation. I'm standing in my power with or without you. So feminine, this could be your masculine. So feminine, you could be the air sign energy. The masculine could be the water sign energy. Let's just see. Or vice versa. I didn't expect to have such strong feelings for you. I didn't know what to do with those feelings. I acted immaturely. I know this. This causes me much stress. I don't know what to do about it. Yeah, I think that's the masculine. The water sign could be this masculine energy. who, you know, he didn't know you were his divine feminine, or you know, he thought love was a game until he came across his divine feminine. He broke her heart, and now he's in a lot of regret about it. Okay? Yeah. I'm genuinely happy when I'm with you. I know we could have it all. I do want that with you, is what he's saying, all right? I feel like he lied to you. You've had an open heart. Y'all could have had some type of commitment, right? That needed some type of health check because there were some love spells. Okay? There's a fire sign energy, so you could have fire sign placement too, or you have a fire sign ancestor that's telling you you guys are going to get back together. Okay? Is what I'm seeing. So there you go. There's the divine feminine, divine masculine conversation for this part of the collective, that you guys are in preparation for union. You know, however this story resonated for you, take it. Okay? Because our collective is look, engagement ring on the bottom. Okay? You guys are coming into union. So tell me about the masculine. What do you want to say about this masculine? Let me just try to narrow this down for you a little bit if you need. Yeah, the masculine's ascending. He's rising. He's waking up, feminine. New phase, rekindle. He wants to rekindle this, renew this, transformation, growth. He's changed his mind about about y'all's marriage, spiritual marriage, okay? Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. This masculine's ready for union, where before he was playing games. Okay, feminine, yeah, you're soulmate. You're in this energy of seeing him as your soulmate. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. If this isn't union energy, I can't even. Look at all this energy that's coming up about union. You guys are coming into union. One more for the feminine. You saw this masculine as a snake because he put you in a competition. Enemy, clever, malicious, looks over your shoulder, the other woman. Yeah. This you feel like, you know, this masculine, that's what he's rising out of, is putting you in competitive energy. You're about to receive a love call from this masculine feminine. Okay, he was being a snake. Now he's transforming to the phoenix. Okay, he thought you was a karmic in his life. Honestly, he thought you was his enemy, I'm hearing. He thought he was smarter than you. He thought he could hold all the power in this connection. Because he usually does, right? With his relationships, he sees love as a game, and then, you know, God sent him you, his divine feminine. He wasn't expecting you, but you came in and you switched up the game. You know, you're his soulmate, who it's like you came in and you're snapping him awake. You're taking him out of his karmic energy. You know, this transformation feels like death to him, but Spirit's saying there is no death. There's only transforming from lower to higher energy, masculine. Okay? This feminine saying no more competition, no more liars. I'm not going to look over my shoulder. Okay? The other woman, that karmic earth sign energy's got to go, I'm hearing. Okay? And feminine ain't playing about that. Tell me about the snake, this karmic energy that's tied to this masculine. Yeah, it's transforming. That's done. It's coming to an end, feminine. Okay, it's time to go to the next phase. Your guys' relationship's about to evolve because this masculine's having to let go of the snake. He's healing his inner child, and you guys are growing. Yeah, look. You guys are about to rebuild. He's realizing he's been in a repetitive cycle with that karmic energy. Okay. Or he's healing from a karmic. I don't know if he's still with that karmic, or if this is just the energy that, you know, had him in that mindset of love was a game. Maybe that person hurt him in the past, you know, and so he was taking it out on every girl after that kind of thing. But then he came across you, and you want him to, you're like triggering him to evolve, is what I'm seeing. So, all right, anything else, Spirit? Yeah, you guys are both reaching the balance. Yin and yang, darkness and light. Stay centered in your higher selves, and you'll become unstuck. Okay? family. This masculine could have been stuck in a family thing that he's been denying. This masculine's been denying something about a family situation that's been keeping him stuck, is what I'm seeing here. But he's rising above that. What does he want to say? It's my secret. Look, this masculine has been keeping this secret, but he really wants you, divine feminine. I want you so badly, but I'm not free to be with you. I'm loving you from a distance. Because he's been keeping this family secret from you, feminine. Okay? Anyways, I love you guys so much. Please like, share, or subscribe. And yeah, let me know how y'all like this divine conversation layout that we've done. I really like this. I enjoyed this. So we might do a little bit more of these coming up in the next week. But yeah, I'd like to get y'all's input on which readings you guys relate to and resonate with the most in the way that we've been doing the layout. So leave your comments, please. Help me tweak the channel. This channel is for all of us. So I want to do the things that you guys like to watch, right? So let me know which ones y'all prefer. And until then, until I get some feedback, I'm just going to keep being spirit led and do what feels good to me in the moment. So love y'all. Bye.